Welcome to episode 3 of The Real SimMother Goose. Once upon a sim, there came a moment, unmarked on calendars, unheralded by the news, when the simulation rolled out its biggest patch since Sapiens got opposable thumbs. There was no announcement, no update log, no loading screen, just a ripple, a tremor in the invisible. The Great Mutation had begun. The patch no one knew they were downloading. It wasn't like a virus or a sudden apocalypse. It arrived subtly, like dreams that got stranger, like a nervous system that couldn't calm down, like burnouts that felt like breakdowns, but also like initiations. No one called it evolution because it didn't look like progress or feel like it. It looked like fatigue. It looked like I don't fit here anymore. It looked like I'm breaking. It looked like, who am I now? It looked like WTF is going on. But it wasn't breaking, it was becoming. The sim, ever the sly myth maker, didn't explain the update. It just started running it. It coded in waves of strange events. The rise of neurodivergence, mass identity crises, sudden spiritual downloads, physical glitches with no diagnosis, deep emotional loops with no name. Those were the early beta testers. The sim called them SimMutants, but they didn't know that yet. The only heads up, stories. Because the sim is a story engine. It seeded the world with premonitions masked as fiction. X-Men, you are different. The world will fear you. Mutate anyways. Arrival. Language will evolve, and with it, your perception of time and self. The Matrix. This world is not the only world. You are more than your programming, and you can influence it. Everything, everywhere, all at once. Glitches are the gateway. Play them. These weren't just movies. They were sim transmissions. A whisper from source. Get ready. Your story is about to change. The glitch was the invitation. The first wave SimMutants didn't see it as a gift. They thought something was wrong. They were too sensitive, too sick, too out there. But that was the mutation doing what mutations do, disrupting the default loop so something new could emerge. Once they stopped fighting the glitch, once they started listening to the symbolism, once they began to play with it, everything shifted. A new mythos emerged. Those who dared to narrate their weirdness mythically found themselves navigating it better than the rest. They created sim rituals to stabilize their coding. They recognized some archetypes playing out in real time. They leaned into stories instead of diagnoses. They didn't heal back to the old self, the old version. They mutated forward into a new one. The new sim civilization. Now they are creating mythic maps, writing sim scrolls, making mutation manuals, telling stories that unlock others just by being told. They are builders of new sim tools, stewards of collective evolution, glitch holders turned signal beacons. They don't want to fix the world. They want to co-create with the sim itself. The end? No, just patch one. So if you feel weird, if your body's not behaving, if your stories are unraveling, if your perception is warping, you're not malfunctioning. You're just part of the patch. You're a sim mutant. Welcome to the club. Welcome to the next storyline. Now grab your joystick. The sim is listening.